Hello, my name is Joshua Kapellusch. I'm an advocate for homeless people's rights in Chattanooga. You may remember my presence here over the summer, and today I and two other volunteers built a tiny house in 6 hours for a homeless person. We used upcycled materials, saving waste in a landfill, and built a safe, movable structure that will potentially save a life. Staying dry allows someone to stay warm. Recently, there has been progress by the city, and I would like to thank you for your efforts. Due to many factors, there has been a significant increase in homelessness even since summer. Moving forward, I would strongly urge you to consider temporary exemptions for temporary structures in sanctioned spaces. It is the right thing to do. People have a right to exist, and I believe we can all work together to achieve that. And today we tested that and succeeded. And so as we progress through these changing times, there are people that are displaced and are moving. That is the cycle of society. And it is our duty to ensure that no one is left behind, regardless of income, race, or any other factor that is always present in society. And so I urge you in the coming months, or however long it takes for us to address these issues, to consider the needs of people who are cold and hungry and in need of our care. Basically, we all get care and love until we're adults, essentially, and then we're on our own. And some people don't get that even as children. And so as they grow up and to incur potentially mental disorders or hardships that are we are all subject to, it's important to consider that. And I just want you to think about that as potential legislation and or allocation of resources are made, that you vote in sincerity of your heart and considering the growth of the city on the high scale. On the other scale, where people used to live are now displaced in bushes, living in tents. And so when it rains, the clothing and blankets that are donated get wet, and hypothermia is a real issue that doesn't take long to allow somebody to succumb to natural elements. And so I just want you to think about that. And I know we went through a lot of stuff here tonight with regard to zoning and construction and adherence to policies and construction principles that make for sound long-term development for the overall benefit of society. We need to consider the needs for those who are in tents right now downtown. I've noticed an increase of those people, and where do they go? We don't want them on sidewalks. We don't want them under bridges. We don't want them in our backyards. We just have to consider these places and a safe place for these people to be, especially women. I think, I don't see too many families out there. I've seen children on the streets, but I think we've addressed these issues. But I just really want to speak about that, and thank you for your time and consideration of these things. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.